Hi, boys and girls. I'm ready for our read aloud. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. All right. Today's story, the title of our book today is called Rainbow Joe and Me, written by Maria Diaz-Strom. Enjoy. My name is Eloise, and I make colors. I mix up red and white and make fish. Crazy pink fish swimming across my paper. I mix up red and blue and make monkeys. Purple monkeys swinging high in yellow trees. Rainbow Joe likes colors too. His name is really just Joe, but I call him Rainbow Joe. Mama says, "Honey, don't bother Joe." But when I go out on the front steps and Rainbow Joe says, "Hey friend, what's up?" I can't help but tell him. I tell Rainbow Joe about everything I paint. I tell him about pink fish and I tell him about purple monkeys. He calls my monkeys wild and my fish cool. He says I got imagination. Rainbow Joe says he can make colors too, but he can't see with his eyes like me. Rainbow Joe says he sees colors inside his head. I ask him, "How are you going to mix those colors?" Rainbow Joe hums and taps his feet. "Eloise," he says, "I got my own special way with colors. I know how to make them sing. One of these days, I'm going to show you." Mama calls me to come inside, and I tell her about Rainbow Joe making colors. But Mama says, "Honey, a blind man can't mix colors. They'll turn out all gray like this dishwater. Excuse me. I go back to painting. I paint olive elephants and maroon monsters. I see Rainbow Joe on the steps and I tell him about mixing up black and yellow to make olive and purple and red to make maroon. He says, "I've been mixing up something too, just for you, Eloise." "Show me." "You'll see," he says. Then he leans his head back and says, "I see yellow, Eloise. Yellow's like butter melting on your tongue. And red. Red's so spicy it makes you sweat just thinking about it." And green? Sweet green. That's a color so soft you just want to lie down in it and take a nap. Rainbow Joe says he likes blue best. When he talks about blue, I can tell he's really seeing. Ba 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 blue. He taps his feet and shakes his head. "There's a whole lot of blue in this world," he says. Some days I go to see Rainbow Joe and I take my paint and paper with me. Rainbow Joe tells me about the old days. I paint what he tells me. I ask him, "You going to show me how you mix colors?" He says, "I'll show you someday, Eloise." I can't wait. Mama calls and I go inside. I can't stop wondering about how Rainbow Joe mixes colors. Does he use a brush like me? I close my eyes and pick up my brush. My brush touches color, but which one? I can't see. My brush touches down again. I don't know where. But I start mixing colors. In my mind, I see orange snakes slithering on green grass. I mix and I paint and I open my eyes. I see gray, a big gray blob. I think for a minute that maybe Mama was right. Maybe Rainbow Joe can't mix colors. But then I remember melted butter and spicy red, and I believe that he's going to paint me a great, big, beautiful picture someday. One Sunday morning, Mama and I are leaving for church, and there he is, sitting on the steps, humming and tapping his feet, just like always. But he's got a big brown bag. What's in the bag? Rainbow Joe, I say. Been working on my surprise for you, Eloise, he says. Today, I'm going to show you my colors. Mama takes my hand. We have to go, Joe. We'll see you after church, she says. I wonder what's in that bag. All through church, I squiggle and squirm. Mama tells me to keep still, but I can't. Finally, church is over. We shake the Reverend's hand on the way out, but all I can think about is my surprise. As soon as we get to our block, I let go of Mama's hand and I run to Rainbow Joe. He opens up the bag and pulls out an old saxophone. This is for you, Eloise, he says. He starts to blow. Colors fly. Big strong red notes and little yellow notes. Rainbow Joe mixes them up to make bright orange. He blows deep blue notes and holds them in the air for a long time. Then green, long, lazy green. Then violet, pretty violet that blends back into blue. Mama and I listen to the colors. We tap our feet and clap our hands. Rainbow Joe mixes up a great big beautiful rainbow, and we see every color. We see it all. And that's the end of our story today, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great weekend. Stay safe and be well. Bye-bye.